going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to do an oil change in a 2015 F-150 5.0. Alright, so we just pull up to the AutoZone. Let's go get our oil. Alright, so we just picked up our oil. You're going to need 8 quarts. It's 7.7, but you'll need 8. That's all you can really buy it in. So 1 5-quart jug and 3 1-quart jugs. And then the filter you're going to get is a Motorcraft FL500S. Alright guys, and this is everything you're going to need. You're going to need a 15mm socket wrench, and then you're going to want to get an extension with one of these type of oil filter removal tools I showed you earlier. You're going to need FL500S for the filter. I use Valvoline, but you're going to want to use full synthetic. It's going to say 520. Don't do that. It's too thin. You know, it's not. That's what causes the coyote tick. Ever since I switched to this, you no longer hear the tick. You're going to have a total of 8 quarts, funnel, some brake clean, and some shop towels. Let's go ahead and get this hood popped. Alright, you're going to want to come right here. You're going to take this cap off, set it to the side. You're going to come around to this side. You're going to see that dipstick. You're just going to pull it up just enough so that as the oil's draining, it pretty much doesn't have a suction, lets it come out easier. After that, you're just going to want to get your 15, unloosen, put it right up on there, break it loose, and you want to get your drip pan, place it right underneath it. And then I like to take the socket off, re-spin it. Ooh, it's hot. It's good stuff out right there. Grab the socket, pull off. And there you go. Just gonna want to get a paper towel, dry it off, clean it off. Don't lose that seal. You're supposed to replace it, but I forgot to pick one up. That's good right there. Go ahead and put your drain plug back in, find the threads. There you go. Now, you're gonna want to be careful when you're tightening up these drain plugs on these F-150s. I've seen it all the time where it doesn't feel tight, so you try to give it one more good little, you know, one little push. Completely strips them out. Needs a whole new oil pan, and that's a process. It's gonna do a little little snug, and they ain't doing nothing. Then after that, just go ahead and get you your brake clean and get your rag. Wipe that sucker off. Clean up around it. I got an oil leak, so that's why there's oil everywhere. Pretty nasty under here, but I don't got time for it. I'll get it done eventually. Let's get it all nice and cleaned up around it. And boom. Alright, so now we're doing our oil filter. The oil filter on the F-150s are going to be right here at the very front of the motor. And it's going to have a drain point here, but whenever you take the filter off, you've got to be careful, because what it likes to do is come out behind here and drain from right up there. You can see where that little hole's at. Hold on, let me see if I can pinpoint it for you. Right there. So if you take it off all the way, it's going to start feeding down here, and it's going to drip from this corner of this skid plate, or I say skid plate, fucking the steering rack module. But yeah, so see if we can get it off. Nope. And that's where this tool comes in. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. After you break it loose, it should just come off by hand. Just do it slowly so you can catch it with the oil pan. There it goes. Oh, see, right there, it started coming out that side instead. Plays with my feelings. Never has a certain way it wants to come out, but it's coming out the back instead. Let's go ahead and do that. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Once it comes off, all the fluid will drain, and it will. You'll see right now, it will come out both sides. Oh, making a mess. There it is. Just drips. Let's go ahead and set that filter down in there. After that, you're just going to want to take a rag, clean up around here. Be careful not to get dirt inside those little holes. Just clean up. Give it a nice dry space to sit. After that, you're going to get your new filter. Just going to want to take your finger, just get a little bit of that old oil on your fingertip and just rub around the ring. Once you got oil around the ring of your oil filter, just going to want to slip the new one right on. Then you're just going to want to snug it with your hand. You do not need to tighten these more than what your hand can turn. Let's get it one good time. And then boom, filter's on, plug's closed. Now let's add the oil. And you just want to come up here, stick it right there in the hole, and then just going to start dumping in your oil. Once you put all your oil into the motor, it's going to want to tap it. Don't get any oil anywhere on the motor. Could cause fires if it drips onto your headers, or it'll just burn off. Either or. Oil goes in the motor, not on the outside of it. You're just going to want to put your cap back on. Then you're going to want to come over here to the other side of the motor. And like I showed you before, you're just going to reach down in here. Grab your dipstick. And you're going to want to wipe it off first before you check it. And you're going to want to put it right back in. Push it all the way down in there. Pull it back out. And then make sure that, yep, on the dipstick. Now we're going to get in the truck, start it, let the motor cycle, the oil cycle through the motor, get into that filter, and then we're going to check it again. Then once you let the oil settle down for a second, just give it about 15-20 seconds. Just going to want to pull the dipstick out, give it a good wipe. Then you're going to want to put it back down into the hole. And then you check it and ensure that, yep, we are on the stick. Then you just put it back into the hole. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you have now done an oil change on a 2015 to 2017 Ford F-150.